Wunongding village is one of those extremely isolated places you find in the world. In May 2020, just as things were finally starting to cool down from the epidemic in China, it became possible to domestically travel for the first time in months. It felt surreal to escape to the mountains from the onset of this strange, foreboding situation in the world, to a place that seemed to have slipped all at once the grasp of the issue. Far from the airport of Shangri-La and all of the stories that come with that name, our destination was 3,600 meters above sea level, with the Malay Snow Mountains in view.
The hotel that hosted our project is immediately recognizable for its unique and beautiful architecture. The spaces at Sunyata are inspired by ideas of wabi-sabi, and they managed to infuse the story of our album with this concept.
It is common there to experience every weather imaginable in short order, including brutal high-altitude sunburns, refreshing rain, and snowstorms closing down the roads of the villages. The first two tracks of the album, Plainness and Indentations, are born from this time in Yunnan and are the first realization of our experiments with the new instruments we built in Shanghai. It was the first time we traveled with those new textile instruments, and at the time we were trying to seek out a connection between the nature surrounding the village and the imaginary nature suggested by the textiles. In a place like this, you're constantly inspired by unfamiliar sounds that surround you. Each morning we were greeted with the sounds of yaks passing by to graze, accompanied by the shouts of their shepherds. And we even managed to record with two beautiful wooden yak bells as ad hoc percussion instruments in the album.
We also had plenty of time to get to know some of the 200 or so people from Wunongding. Some women shepherds hiking the mountain every morning, or the older folks at the local prayer wheel, some of which traveled to the mountains and spent days in a row picking the expensive and widely used caterpillar fungus. We could communicate with the locals only through the help of our collaborators, Yumo and Yamping, who were also developing some art ideas through photography and cyanotype techniques. We didn't know it then, but our time in Yunnan set in motion all what would become this new album, Delighting.